Hi guys, so today's video is going to be about that's exactly why I'm wearing all black. So see here, black, 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 and black. So if anybody knows this, but I have really creepy dreams. So I'm going to be talking about dreams and some people's crazy dreams. So I asked a few people, did you have any crazy dreams? And then I can, talk about them on here. So just to set the mood, because I want this to be creepy, turn off the lights and light some candles. Hopefully that gives it a nice creepy appearance, because my dreams are quite creepy. But I don't think they would come creepy enough. And besides, I kind of want to freak myself out with my dreams. So, yeah, let's do that. No, it burnt out. That's wonderful. Hate that when that happens. So, let's see here. Kind of want to light this one too. So, can't really see me. What I'm going to do is move my candles where you can see me. Because creepy lighting is what you need, right? So should I just hold this candle here so you can kind of see my face? This looks really creepy, but I like that. Okay, I want to figure out how I can do this so that the lighting will be just a little bit better. Because candles are pretty bright, because I have pretty bright candles. I wonder if just go like that. There. And I mean, there's lights on in there, but yeah. Anyways, let's get into this video. So anyways, as some of you may know, I have extremely creepy dreams. Talked about them to some of my friends, and they're just like, what? Why would your brain dream up something like that? So I have soda here. That should be a new thing. Just take a drink and go nom, 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 for no reason. I think I might start doing that more often. Okay. Anyways, so last night I had this really strange dream, and I decided that I needed to share it because it was just what? And I'm going to share a few other dreams that I've had in the past that are just like that too. But this one really tripped a trigger for me. I'm just like, what? I want to light another candle. Where is another candle? Let me find another candle, and then I'll start this video off with telling about that dream that I had last night. So I decided that I was going to move my camera angle so that the lighting was a little bit better, and so that I'm really creeped out right now because it's dark and it's just candles. This bathroom always creeps me out. A lot of my dreams are about this bathroom too. Anyways, so that this towel which I was using to prop it up would not fall in the flames, because I don't feel like burning up my towel and possibly burning up my house. So, let's get into that video. So, last night, I was dreaming. I was having a very nice dream. I don't even remember what it was about. I hear a knock. The door. It's my father. Who else could it be? He asks me to listen to a phone call. Okay, whatever. Listen to the phone call. Don't think much of it. So, anyways, I finally just lay there in bed. He's just like, are you going to be able to fall back asleep? I'm like, yeah, sure. No problem. I'm really tired. So I'm just sitting there, trying to fall back asleep. Sitting there. Laying there. I don't even know how long I was laying there. But I was just laying there for really long. I finally fell asleep, and I started dreaming. I started off me and my father had to go. He had to go to work, which my father's retired, so that's kind of strange to begin with. So we went to the... So he was at work. We were going to this hotel for his workplace. And I was playing the elevator game. If any of you don't know what that is, the elevator game is basically trying to transfer into some sort of parallel universe or something like that. And using an elevator, and it has 10 floors. So I was playing the elevator game. I don't even know why I was playing this game. Like, that sounds scary to me. Like, why would you be trying to play the elevator game? So I was going up and down on the elevator. All of a sudden I seen something out of the corner of my eye. It looked like a girl, but I wasn't sure. So I went up to the room because I was starting to get scared. So I got into the room and just kind of sat there. And all of a sudden I heard a little skittering. Sounded like just skittering. So I looked around and nothing was there. And then all of a sudden I seen the girl out of the corner of my eye again. And I looked around. So I'm just sitting here wondering what's going on. Finally it dawned on me. Why is that candle going crazy? There's just one candle here that's going nuts. Okay, that's creeping me out. Anyways, finally it dawned on me that these things are creatures that normally are not on Earth for some reason. I don't know why this was in my dream. Like something that's supernatural or something. So, I was just kind of to get creeped out. So I quickly ran out of the room and I went down the elevator onto the first floor, and then my brother was there. So I just sat there and I'm like telling him what's going on and stuff like that. He's like, oh, okay. And my father came and then we started, it's like, okay, this isn't too bad, This dream isn't too bad, you're probably thinking. What are you talking about? It's not that creepy. So, father comes and says, okay, it's time for us to go home. We drive home. We finally get home. My friend is there. Let's name her, let me see her, what should we name her? Let's name her Calva. Because Calva, I don't know a Calva. So Calva was there. And she's cleaning for us. And my father goes out in the garage and does some of his work out there. And I'm just like, okay, not thinking much of it. But then there's this horse inside of our house. Just poof, a horse in our house. Like, where did this horse come from? So Calva comes over and says, this horse isn't supposed to be here. She holds a gun to my head and says, you kill that horse right now. And hands me the knife. So I'm sitting there shaking because I'm like, I don't want to kill my horse because this is my pet horse. So of course I don't want to kill my horse. So anyways, this gun is being held to my head. It's either I kill the horse or I die. So naturally, I slaughtered my poor horse. I chopped its head off. It was really gory. Blood and stuff going everywhere. Just split open its insides and intestines and everything rolling out everywhere. Just going out everywhere. And then she instructs me, eat it. So I'm sitting there looking at my poor horse that I just murdered in my room. Mind you, this is in my room on a carpeted floor. Sitting there with horse guts everywhere. And my mother was laying there. And now, if any of you don't know, my mother has been dead for 7 years. And the strange part about this was she was dead there too. Only her body wasn't rotting. And I knew that she'd been dead for a long time. So it's just like, well, her body should be rotting there. So she was just kind of like laying there. And, Calva was like, eat the horse or die. So, I'm eating this raw horse. Just eating a raw horse because horse intestines and all, and dragging them out to the car and putting them in the car because we're going to sell them to a butcher shop. I heard a noise. And anyways, then what happens is she looks at my mother and she hands me the knife and instructs me to chop up my mother. Of course, I'm just like, what? You want me to chop my mother apart? So she hands me a saw and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there carving off my mother's legs, just chopping her legs off. And blood going everywhere, you know, just guts and blood, and, you know, sitting there chopping my mother up, or else I die. So I'm chopping my mother up, chopping her head off, just, you know, just, head is gone. Okay. She instructs me to eat her. So I said, I'll be right back. So I quickly grabbed my phone and my iPod and a few of my CDs, quickly ran out to my father and said, we have to get out of here now, because I did not want to eat my mother. I don't know why I didn't think of I'll be right back before, but I didn't. So anyways, you know, he's like, okay. So, you know, I was like dragging my mother's parts into the car or something. I don't know why I was dragging my mother's parts into the car, but, you know, whatever. We called Kelva's husband. So we were just, you know, calling her husband, and then she got really mad because her husband came and yelled at her. So she got taken away, and, you know, it was just really gory and bloody. So all this gore and blood, and then I had to finish eating my mother. For some reason, I forgot why, but I had to eat my mother. So, you know, I was eating my mother. Sounds really terrifying. But if you think about it, it's just like, you know, I told my father about this dream, and he's just like, that's terrible. Because he always is like, well, your dreams aren't that bad. But my dreams are not like normal people's dreams. Like, they know when they're dreaming half the time. At least some people do, like my father does. And me, I don't know. They're just so vivid. They are so vivid that I cannot tell when I'm dreaming. They're so vivid and real. So if you imagine being put into the situation in real life where you have to eat your horse and your mother, your dead mother at that, or get killed, and you're like crying because you just had to kill your horse. Just imagine that in real life, because that's the way it is in my perspective when I'm dreaming. So when I woke up, I was just like, heart was going like that, like, what just happened? So that was last night. So I'm lucky that I could even put my makeup on for this video, because I was just like, so psyched from it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, my brain, I'm dying. So let's get on to the next strange dream that I had. So the next dream was when I was around 4. So me and my father were driving down the countryside, minding our own business, and somehow there was a stop and go light in the middle of the countryside, because why not put a stop and go light there? And I was sitting in the back, and, you know, one of them booster seats, because I was, you know, 4, so you needed a booster seat. So I was sitting in the back with my daisy hat on, because I had this daisy hat that was like all white and it had a little daisy right here. And this green monster came out of nowhere. Like, this is terrifying for a 4-year-old, okay? Green monster came out of nowhere, picked my father out of the car, and ate him alive. Ate him alive. Somehow we had a convertible, which we did not have a convertible, but anyways, he was getting eaten alive. Just picked up out of the car and eaten alive. Just, there we go. He's gone. So I'm like sitting there with my booster seat going like this, like, no, don't eat me. Don't eat me. You know, and I finally woke up, which that was good. So that was a really boring dream. That was really terrifying at the time. That just sticks in my brain. So anyways, this other dream, it deals with my mother too. So me and my mother finally got home around 4 o'clock. So anyways, I went up to my room and I played with my Barbies. So I fell asleep playing with my Barbies. And, in a dream, when I was in the dream, I fell asleep. So I was dreaming that I was dreaming. So in my dream that I was dreaming, sounds really weird, but yeah. Anyway, in the dream that I was dreaming, there were all these lights, and a UFO came in and abducted me. So I got really scared. And then when I woke up in my dream, of course I was still dreaming, I ran downstairs to my mother. I'm like, Mommy, something abducted me in my dream. So I was like so terrified. And then my mother was like, okay, go take your shower. So, I didn't take showers then. So I don't know why I was like dreaming I was taking a shower, because I only took baths. So I took my shower. And when I got done taking my shower, my mother's like, okay, come over here and let me brush your hair. I didn't let her. I didn't want her to. And I kept making a humongous fuss. No, Mommy, no, I don't want you to brush my hair. Screaming and yelling and just being a brat about getting my hair brushed. Just like, why would you be a brat about getting your hair brushed? I don't know why. Anyways, so she finally got my hair brushed. But clumps of it were falling out, and my teeth started falling out. Like my teeth and my hair was falling out. So anyways, went into the kitchen, which I had this giant, almost like tent. But you know how they have these like tent things for cats? And the cats can like run around in them? That's what it was kind of like, only it was for me. And I had different rooms and stuff like that. And I hung blankets up to make little rooms and stuff like that. And it was so cool. Like, to me, it was so cool. Of course, it was like really tiny because it was like for a cat. But, I'm like a really tiny child, so I can fit in it. So, anyways, I'm just sitting there. And my mother is just so mad at me for putting up so much of a fuss. She calls me out of my tent. She has this bottle of pills in her hand, and she's just like screaming at me. Screaming. And when I say when my mother screamed at me, it was not like, oh, you did this wrong. Like, just like a normal mother would be like, no, you did this wrong. Now get up to your room. It was like full-fledged screaming, like bloody murder screaming. That kind of screaming at me. So, of course, that already struck fear into a small child. But then she swallowed all of her pills, which are like painkillers or something. And if you know anything about painkillers, they cause your blood to thin. So then what happened is she had a napkin and a really sharp knife. She chopped off her fingers. For some reason, she chopped her fingers off. Her fingers were gone, and she handed me the napkin of fingers. And I'm sitting there screaming, blood coming out everywhere, just screaming, crying, because my mother's fingers are in my hand. So, sitting there screaming and crying. And, I hand him to a little toad that comes out. And when I say toad, I mean like, Mario Brothers, how they have Princess Peach and Mario and Luigi, and then they have them toads, which they're called toads, but they look like mushrooms. So, mushroom toad, whatever you want to call them. But I handed it to one of these toads. They're just like, oh, okay, and they just threw it. And I'm just like, what in the name of? They're just throwing my mother's fingers. Then my dream morphed into something else. I got almost like I stepped into another dimension or a parallel universe or something, So after I stepped into that, I'm still shocked at what my mother just did, blood, guts, gore, and all that kind of stuff. So I finally got into this other universe. It's kind of dark. You know how movies sometimes capture war scenes? They're dark and dim. And it's just you can see a light, and it just looks really sad and devastated. There was this girl there with a sword. She was some sort of Japanese samurai or something like that, with the sword and chopping people, karate, and, just some sort of Japanese or Chinese person. Black hair and, really pretty. But she had smudges on her face because, everything was a mess around. So, anyways, she threw her sword up. And I'm wondering, what is she doing? And the sword is coming down really slow because it's in a dream. The sword is coming down really slow, kind of spinning. And then it chops her arm off. And she falls and blood goes everywhere. So, I'm just sitting there like, oh no. And I just, and I realized what she did, because I was like, she just killed herself. She just chopped her arm off to kill herself. So then I'm running away from that. Then I step into this room, and there's this guy there. He's like laughing and laughing, and then he throws a knife up and chops his leg off, and blood comes everywhere. Just told you that my dreams are really weird. So, his leg is gushing. And he gets it sewed up by a doctor there. And then everybody comes out with like limbs and stuff that they were holding. My mother and they're just like holding their limbs that got chopped off. And they all started throwing them at me. And then I got my fingers chopped off. And I woke up. But, that was just how that was. So, my dreams are very gory at times. This last one just hit me like, whoa, what in the world? And then another dream that I have, this will be probably the last dream, because I don't want to spend all my time talking about my dreams. Maybe I'll tell another few, but anyways, there were demons in our house. So my father went outside and got the tools to fix the demons, which somehow tools are supposed to fix demons. I don't know why how demons are supposed to be fixed by tools. Like, that was just really complicated to me, but somehow I understood it in the dream. So, these demons are like throwing stuff around our house. And it was just really strange. And I don't know. I finally fell asleep because I was in a different room. And my father slept in my room, which my room and the different room was like totally messed up. So if I explained it to you and you knew what my house looked like, you could understand it better. But anyways, we were sleeping in opposite rooms, which technically wasn't even opposite rooms, but just anyways, we were sleeping in the opposite rooms. And then I woke up because I was like, oh, well, I'm safe. It was morning. So I finally got to sleep because this room was not haunted by demons. Like, where did I get the idea that our house was haunted by demons in the first place? So, anyways, then I went outside into the living room, which I should say I just went into the living room, but I was in the living room. So, since I was in the living room, we heard a scratching at the door. And our neighbor's cat was there, and one of my friend's cats were there. So we let our neighbor's cat in. My friend's cat did not want to come in. But then apples started falling out. We're just wondering, why is this cat bringing us apples? That's weird. We have an apple tree. Why would this cat just be bringing our apples in for us? But then the cat fell over, and its stomach was all ripped open, and there were apples inside of its stomach, and its intestines were, just coming out. So my father's oh, it's not that hurt. So he wouldn't let me go over to the neighbors and tell them that their cat had their intestines ripped open. So I had to talk him into it, and we finally did. And the cat was dead by the time that we got back. But, this cat just had its intestines ripped open into pieces. The cat was in, pieces. Just a whole bunch of pieces this cat was in. Why? What? Just, yeah. Anyways, so the cat was in pieces. And so, yeah, that's another one of my dreams. And I've already been caught into a serial killer's house and had myself being scalped or skinned alive, face being removed and stuff like that, So, those were fun. They were removing my scalp in one of my dreams. So, had my scalp removed. I was just chop off my hair instead of removing my scalp. Just, I wanted them to chop off my hair instead, which was a big move for me because when I was younger, and that's when I had this dream, my hair, I could literally sit on it. I could literally sit on my hair, and I loved it so much. So me saying just chop off my hair, you could tell how frightened I was because I would sooner almost give up my life for my hair. But I was terrified. So anyways, So anyways, my dreams are quite creepy in themselves. Like, I've had a dream where I was like falling down to my death, and then when I woke up, for some reason I had a bunk bed and I was clinging to the top of the bunk bed. I remember this distinctly. I was clinging to the top of the bunk bed and I let go in surprise because I was like, what? Why am I clinging to the top of my bunk bed in my sleep? In my sleep, I was holding on top of my bunk bed. Now that comes straight out of some sort of horror movie. Girl clings to the top of her bunk bed, So, I was like literally falling. And I remember in some dreams I fell and I woke up on the floor. And it's just really strange. So those are some of my dreams. Let me go get some other people's dreams, but since the creepy part of the dreams are done, I'm going to turn on the lights because I'm not very comfortable in here in the dark because I keep on hearing strange noises. That's why I always say, like, a lot of my dreams are about this bathroom. Like, demons in this bathroom. Yes, I'm in a bathroom, but that's because that's where the best lighting is and that's where I can be the quietest sometimes. But I keep on hearing strange noises and it's starting to freak me out. Noises. So, I'm going to turn on the lights and read off some of the dreams that some of y'all had. So let me go do that. Stupid candle. So, let me do some of the dreams that some of y'all told me that you've had. Not do, but say, whatever. It's kind of cold in here. I don't know why, but it's always cold in here. Oh, that's why, because it's right next to the garage. It has no insulation, which makes me really stupid because I should have known that. Okay, so somebody told me that they had a dream that flying butts took over the world. And the butts had unicorn tattoos on them. That's a very interesting dream. So, flying butts. Okay. Next person told me that they had a dream that they were Batman and they were fighting Superman, which was their brother. That actually sounds really cool to me. Like, I would always want to be Batman fighting my brother, which was Superman, because my brother gets on my nerves so much. Like, I have more than one brother, so if you know which one I'm talking about, I'm not going to say which one I'm talking about, because that just, like, what if they watch this? I'm sorry. So, anyways, yeah, so my brother gets on my nerves, so, like, I could be, like, fighting him. That'd be wonderful, because Batman's awesome, but then Superman, I don't know, I think Superman's kind of more powerful, but Batman has more inventions, I have to say, so I don't know which one would win. Why would they be fighting each other? Because they're superheroes. That just dawned on me. Like, what? Okay. Another one of my friends told me that they had a dream that they were swinging back and forth in this giant red room. Nothing but red room. No door, no nothing. On a rope. Swinging back and forth. And back and forth. That sounds quite terrifying to me. Because, I mean, I don't know. Just, it does sound terrifying to me. Anyways, let me see here. What in the name of blue blazes is that? Is this something on my camera? Okay, is that like over here? Or is that like right here? I wonder if that's my door. They don't have an orange wall. Or that color of orange anyway. Okay, whatever. It's probably just the camera being weird. And my camera being weird. Okay, what else I talk about? Oh yeah, this friend who went back and forth on this red stuff. So, yeah. I was just like, what's this red thing right here? Or right here. And I just realized that was the recording button. Like, you guys are not going to see it, so you're going to be like, what are you talking about? But the recording button is literally right here. And since I don't have my glasses on, I'm like, what is this red thing? Like, do I have like a towel or something hanging there? And it happened to be the recording button. But since I don't have my glasses on because I want to look cool, I can't see anything. So maybe that orange wall back there that looks actually quite red in my eyes is because of my, no glasses. That could be. Makes total sense now. Okay. So I'm trying to think of a few other dreams that somebody told me that they had, because, like, I don't want to, like, end the video with, like, 3 dreams that somebody told. But then I think I only did 3. Maybe I did 4. I don't know. That's complicated. I remember one time, you know, I do the strangest things in my sleep when I was younger. I should say did. I don't know if I still do them or not. But, like I said a little while ago, that I was hanging on my bunk bed. But I would wake up the opposite direction that I fell asleep. Like, my feet would be on the pillow. Like, I literally woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Like, what? Like, it was just, like, what? It made no sense at all to me. Anyways, you know, it could have been, like, somebody fooling around with me and, flipping me around in my sleep, like my brother or something, because my brother was living with us for a while, so maybe he came up and did that. But, you know, now that I'm realizing it, my brother wasn't there. I would have thought of that then, but at that time. But, yeah, anyways, it was, like, really strange to me, like, yeah. And then one time I woke up, my father, like, can you put me back to bed because I was younger? And, you know, children like to be put back to bed. So, I was, you know, sleepwalking, it turned out, and sleep talking. Because when I woke up, my father's like, wow, you woke up late. And I'm just like, what? Like, I didn't remember it at all. I was sleepwalking and sleep talking, which I do sleep talk once in a while in my sleep, but I don't think I've done it lately, which is pretty good, because I remember, like, you know, being half asleep and then saying whatever it is out loud that I was talking about in the dream. Like, somebody asked me, how are you? And I said, and then I woke up because I was like, what was that noise? And then I realized it was me saying, So, yeah. But, leave a like on this video and subscribe, and comment down below if you guys have any strange dreams and how strange you think my dreams are, because, like, personally, some of my dreams really freak me out. Like, I had a dream once that I was being chased and I got shot, but then I woke up and it was just a pencil being stabbed into my back. It was kind of painful. You know, I was sleeping on a pencil. So, yeah. Anyways. Nom nom nom. Okay. We should call that the nom nom sip. I want to call it the nom nom sip. We should do the nom nom sip, because you know how Graveyard Girl has a sippy sip where she goes like this? Sippy sip. She doesn't say sippy sip, but yeah. I'm going to call it the nom nom sip. You go nom 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 instead. Because I'm a weirdo. So, what can I say? Anyways, like I was saying, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, whatever you want. And I will see you all next time, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And sorry for the bad lighting, but yeah. Oh well. I couldn't really get better lighting because I like lost my towel there for a few minutes, and I didn't. Let me see here. Maybe I can get better lighting at the end of this, like I did the last time. I don't think that's really any better. Maybe it's just my eyes. Anyways, I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you around next time. Bye!